Let's go.
So we're doing internet dating, right?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the journey of love and relationships. I'm your girl, author Erica. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's topic is going to be about online dating, and I know a couple of us did it, but I want everybody to go around the room and introduce themselves before we start. Keisha, you can start.
Well, hi, my name is Keisha Bowie, and I'm a host of Closet Talk by Keisha Bowie. How y'all doing?
Next.
I am Jennifer. I am the owner of Rosemary Secrets.
Thanks, Jen. Miss Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Tony. I'm an agent consultant and budding relationship guru. So,
Thank you for tuning in with us. And I'm your girl, author Erica. I'm the author of The Journey. I'm the podcast host of The Journey Back from Domestic Violence, The Journey of Love and Relationship. And I'm the founder of Give Us a Sister a Hug. So thank y'all for taking time out y'all busy day to have this chat with me. And I came up with online dating because I did it. And I did it twice. And my first relationship I had, I was in that one like 6 years. The next one was not so short. It was short, like it was maybe a year. But I found that I got to meet people that I didn't even know that lived in my own city. So it was good in one way. It was good because I got to meet people that I never seen in the city, and then in another way, it was like, you crazy, something wrong with you. So, but in all, I haven't. Thank God that I haven't had any bad experience. Like I have heard horrible experience about online dating. So, if you ladies want to share your experience, and let's just get into it and talk about it.
okay.
Who want to go first?
I guess I'll go.
Okay, Keisha.
Uh, my online dating experience was my daughter's dad, and I kind of said that I would never date online again. Uh, I don't know, but I've met people online, and I feel face to face is kind of better because you know what you get the clear visual, and you get the kind of like a clear package.
Hmm.
And 'cause guys use filters and all of that too. Let me tell you,
Yes.
they smile when they smile like this, and so that they don't have teeth and stuff like that. So I mean, they come around, they take pictures from angles too. So you see
Hmm.
a big boy that's like almost 400 pounds, he done caught that clear angle and stuff. So no, honey. But I would online date if I was looking,
Hmm.
but I'm not really looking. I'm trying to push what I'm doing now.
Gotcha. Miss Lee, you had any experience of online dating?
Girl, I'm probably the single. I could probably be single mother. And I'm telling you, in the 55 plus,
I am so sorry.
it is really, really, really challenging. I mean, everything Keisha said and more. Because all of these medications and all of their health issues and all of just people are set in their ways, and they do like she said, the pictures, you're gonna put your particular picture online knowing
Right.
it was 30 years ago. And so it's like, well, if once you see each other, if the vibe ain't there, you just wasted time. But
Right, exactly.
we're doing that. And so it's really, I've never been a representative kind of person. If I'm gonna shoot straight with you because you're either gonna like me or you're not, and the quicker we get to not, then we can both move on. And so, I guess what they say come with age comes wisdom. So I don't go with age. And I did have an experience where I connected with someone for about a year.
Okay.
His name is Lee also. And
How
I'm
was
like,
that?
he's the name is Lee. But that's about the only thing he told the truth about. He lied about everything. Lied
Wow.
about everything. And so, I mean, I have no problem getting rid of him once I determined that he was lying about everything. But it's just so sad that people aren't willing to just be transparent, be honest, put out there what you're looking for, and keep it moving. And if it doesn't match, it doesn't match. If you don't want with them, just say that. If you're really looking for long term, then really let your walk match your talk. But
Hmm.
it's definitely a challenge, and I'm like, I said I would never do it. Then I became single, so I thought I would try it, and I go back and forth on whether or not I want to do it or not.
Got you. Jen?
I would not recommend it.
Look at that face she have. I would not recommend it. What happened with your
But if anybody always watch the show, y'all know that I am anti-relationship, so I probably not the right person to ask this question to. But I would not recommend it. Run. That's all the best yet.
And that's horrible because you have on some date sites they are like they're not looking for the right. You have people that may be on there that's looking for a real relationship, but then you have some that's just only looking for booty calls, one night stands, and then I feel like dating, online dating is kind of now the new thing in some ways because a lot of people doing it because a lot of people not going out to clubs. They're not sociable like me myself. I don't go to clubs, but I did
Yeah.
try it out. But it might be the club might be better than the online dating because at least you get to see who you're talking to. What you
Yeah,
say, Jen?
yes.
That part.
It's true.
But it's like, you know, I don't even like to breathe life into mine, but it's just not what it was popped out to me. And, can't some of these online websites, eHarmony, um,
Yes.
probably need to give some people their money back. Because it is not, I wouldn't recommend me myself. But just because I had a horrific, horrifying plane flying, dropping out of the sky experience, you want to get that.
And then you got to answer 9 million questions just to set up the profile. So you really mad.
No, and you know what I find too that what is crazy, some of them on there, they on there and they don't answer while you on there.
Like they want to know how much you make. Tell them to talk about it then.
You know, I,
Uh
oh, go
huh.
ahead.
What you was saying, June?
I just been feeling like, you know, you get into these profiles and then they want to know how much you make and your height and everything. I mean, I can tell you I'm 6'2" and I make, eight figures or whatever. You know, I mean, I think the internet is whatever you want to make out of it.
Yes.
Some people I know said they go fishing.
What is go fishing?
They like to fish.
Oh,
And I personally never seen them leave the TV, but I guess. So,
Right.
it's just like, I don't know. I think if you do find it, you know, great. If you don't, I understand. I just don't want to knock anybody because everybody don't have the same experience.
right. Mm-hmm.
You could actually go on there and find what you're looking for.
Right. What you was thinking, Miss Lee?
Well, it's funny because the one that gets me the most is that body type.
Right.
And these folks put athletic, and I'm like, okay. When you see them, it's like, okay, so you must sumo wrestle because
Right.
you ain't playing basketball or baseball, running track, tennis, golf. I mean, not even golf. I mean, it's like, just tell the truth because eventually they're going to see you.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not going to put my picture. Well, actually, I could put my 50-year-old to look better than a whole lot of
Some of them, yes. Like some of them are looking. I met this one guy on there. Like he had this nice picture, and when I seen them, like he had a missing tooth in his mouth. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, no, this. And that at that point, I started like, all right, this crazy. So, what are some of the bad experience you guys have come across?
I have a first of all, when you have a you know what it means to you take the time because I had braces before, so I put money in my mouth to make myself look presentable. So a lot of these guys, I be trying to figure out if you have teeth missing, there are implants, there are braces and stuff. Fix yourself up. But a lot of things that I notice about men online is they will come in your inbox trying to talk to you. Then the next minute you see on their page happy 20th anniversary, baby, and this and that. So, like, they had told one the other day, I said, I'm just trying to
No.
get a divorce in peace, and I'm trying to push what I'm doing, my personal blog page. So, the
Right.
guy had said, well, I'm going through a divorce too. And I, like, look, get all of that straight before you do all of that clown.
Yeah.
yeah.
They lie so much. And then when you be honest and tell them, just like a lot of them, not interested, not looking for anybody, they still be pushing. So I hate a pushy person.
Me
Period.
too. Me
Yeah.
too. What you said, Miss? What you experienced, Miss Lee?
Girl, when they bring up sex, that they bring up sex too soon. First of all, we haven't even met. We don't even know if there's gonna be chemistry or attraction to take us from a meet and greet to date one.
Yes.
And from meet and greet to date one is a long way from date.
Waffles.
So I mean, why are we even talking about this?
That's a big turn off.
And to me, that and the other one is what they have, money. you know. And then they wonder why some of these thirsty women use them.
Yes.
Just put your whole financial resume out here.
Right.
Exactly.
So you setting yourself up to be used. And I tell them, I'm looking for the qualities money can't buy.
Right. Exactly.
We
And
don't even
some
need money.
and some
But
of them use that money as a quality. That's not a quality. Can you
and
cook? Do you have a sense of humor?
thank you. Thank
You heard
you.
now, can you keep a job too?
Exactly. And some of them don't even have a job. And you know what gets this the big one for me. Let's get to know each other in the bed. How in the fees we gonna get to know each other in the bed? Tell me how that's about to work out. Cause it's all about sex. Like they use online dating for the wrong reasons,
Or a hookup. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Right, and it's not that. It's there for people that's really looking for a relationship. And my next one is they're like, oh, you got a job? Yeah, I got a job. Do you have a job? It's kind of baffling the way they using online dating. They using it in the wrong ways. Jim, we was thinking about bad experience. He's telling it all. Like,
I think
what's
they already know anyway.
what's your bad experience, Jen?
I guess
He was ugly.
you can. He was like Michael. You know how they say when Michael fell from the sky, he was a beautiful angel. Okay, that's it.
So what are some of the things have you heard like we were talking about that let's get to know each other in the bed, talk about sex. So what are some of the things you have heard that was been very comical?
Oh, where you from? Because you don't sound like you from here. Like, what? What does that even mean?
Right. How you know how a person because they sound how you know where they're from.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't sound like you from here. Um, how many kids you have? I have three, but they don't all stay with me. Um, I think the biggest thing was oh, move in.
You can't move in, we just
How
met.
you gonna move in with somebody that you just met? You can't even fall in love with nobody that you just met. That is like crazy.
But that's that homosexual. You know, they got that term homosexual.
Huh?
Huh?
Homosexual.
Oh, what is that?
That is people that will live with somebody because they really love. So hobo. So they
Hobo.
will move. Yeah, they will
Oh,
move to people
hey, I
being
like that.
yeah, yeah.
I couldn't hear what she said.
That part.
Huh?
I couldn't hear what she said. I didn't get it.
She said hobos. Hobos. What it is?
Hobosexual.
Hobo.
Hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a hobo. Hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's
what are
cool.
some of the good things y'all experienced? Like I know y'all experienced something good. I experienced one guy good. He was pretty good. We ended up being in a relationship 6 years.
That's
Oh,
great.
good, huh?
That's great. That's
But
wonderful.
it is like everybody not all bad though.
Nope.
You know what? It has worked out for more people that I know because even people in my church and stuff, it's people been married 10, 15 years that met online. And they
What?
have, good relationships. So it's not, and I was going to say that I'm glad you brought that up, Erica, because nothing works for everyone and nothing is a disaster for everyone. And so, I mean, I just know some people that are married and, have stayed married for, like I said, and not just stayed married, really seem like they genuinely love each other, communicate, and it's going well. Now, it has not worked out like that for me, but I just feel like when you're really ready, you have to be put yourself out there in as many ways as you can if you really want to meet somebody. So it's not anything that's at the top of my list of things to do. I would much rather meet someone through someone, but I can't say I would never do it again.
So my question is, do you think on with online dating, can we really find real love on there?
Once you get the person to say yes,
So how long? What would you call real love if they just playing games? How would you know if it's real love with them?
I don't know. I haven't given um, much thought to be honest because I'm not looking. Like I don't want to be bothered with nobody. Like I was with somebody for 15 years, so I'm trying to breathe. So
Mhm.
I can't really answer because I don't want nobody. Like I'm just tired. Like I like me. I like my freedom and stuff. So I mean, like, God personally would really have to send him because I don't want to bother with nobody. Like they be coming in my inbox. I don't know if you see them on my page and stuff. And I'll be polite. Look, I'm busy working, but I don't want to be bothered. Like I'm tired.
Miss Lee,
Well,
you
I
think we
think
could really find love?
I think you can. But you know something. I think the biggest thing that we have to be careful of with online, some of those are the same people that you would meet at the 7-Eleven or wherever, because if you're online and you're a decent person, you have to know that there are decent people on there.
Hmm.
But you're gonna get a whole lot more toes. You're gonna, touch a whole bunch of straws that needle in the haystack. It's not going to, be an overnight process,
Right.
So you just have to be honest with that because that's what I always look at. Okay, if I'm a decent person and I'm on here, I might be able to connect. And I have met some people that, I mean, there might have been one that got away that I was newly divorced and wasn't really ready at the time. And I mean, and he's been true to everything he said. He got married, they traveled. I'm like, dang, that was the right one. Just wasn't ready at the time, and that would have been unfair to him. And that's
Hmm.
the problem with online dating. A lot of people are so selfish.
Right.
That they're just looking for what am I going to get out of the situation rather than looking at what can I bring to the situation. Because if I don't feel like I add value to your life, I don't want to be in your life. And when you start having those kind of conversations and take men off trips, they either get off the phone and don't talk to you anymore, or you really know the person. And so that's just kind of what I found.
I found that even with online date, even being honest, sometimes it's like you be honest, but you don't know what they're gonna come back with or what their gameplay is. And when you putting yourself out there, it becomes this whole thing of you putting your self-worth out there and somebody's just messing over your self-worth, whereas that tends to frustrate you, and then that leaves people thinking, okay, dating starting to be suck, especially with online when it really not that bad. But as a female, you been to put yourself out there too much, and then when it do bro down, like you say, you missed the guy that was really honest and true, but playing around with all these other knuckleheads. Like, my question, my thing be is, how many of these knuckleheads you gotta go through just to find that one good knucklehead that might be giving you, I'm gonna say, 70% of the truth. So, and then you got some of them just on there. They got their pictures up, so they'd rather view your page 99 times, but wouldn't even say nothing. Like, what sense of you being on here? If this is called a dating site, say something. Say hello, boo. Something. Instead of just always looking. Why peep at a person? That's like a peep in time.
It's true. It's true. But it is a vetting process. And as women, we have to be honest with ourselves because a lot of times we get way more than we should way too fast. And so it's our fault that we end up in those situations because if you give the thing time to play out, you will not end up being in that situation. You got to give things time to reveal themselves. And just because someone sound good, smell good, and look good, don't mean that they are good. So you got
Right.
to, they're not in that thing they were on the first date to meet you, and you got to just kind of give it time and make sure. Because I always say that there are two sides to relationships. When you're getting to know someone, it's what they say, and then it's what you see that they said. And
Right.
and so a lot of times people are so happy or desperate or whatever the word is to jump into something that they end up, they didn't give it a chance to see it walk out. And now they in something and they mad at the whole online world because they just, so some of it is we have to take our own responsibility, for what we do.
And then we have to, like, just keep it classy, because some guys, you gotta know how to say no and walk away, or no and mean it, because they'll keep pushing and pushing, and then you end up, it goes back to that whole sex on the first night kind of deal. But then they're saying, okay, well, I want to do this, but then they're showing you something else, so it comes back to on how, like you say, as a woman, how we present ourselves to the situation, and knowing that, okay, well, I'm only looking for a friend, and that's just what I'm looking for. Not when the handsome guy come around, it changes, because then you start having all these different dynamics, whereas, different things start happening. He starts saying something, you start saying something, and then when y'all meet, it's like, well, that's not what you said on the phone, or that's not right. Like, and then you say you only have 5 kids. Okay, you ain't tell me about the other 5 by your other 5. You have 5 living in the house with you. You got 5, with your baby mama. So it becomes all of that. Like, how do we, and you, Miss Lee, you the relationship kind of thing. How do we approach situations when we first start on a dating site? How do we approach situations as far as knowing, putting our feet down and being stern what we want and what we don't want to try to make things a little bit better for ourselves instead of just getting in these jacked up situations?
Well, it's just like anything else.
I
Like
think
when
that
you have a
actually,
business, you don't come up with a name, get all your clients, set up all your dynamics for your business in a day. And it's the same thing. You have to look, there's the business side to relationships. And you have to be sure that this person is going to be an equally yoked business partner, no matter
Yes.
what that equally yoke looks like to you, because that's going to look different to everyone. And you really just can't be in a rush.
Right.
I mean, if you just want to have sex, just do that. But then don't look back on the situation. Oh, I thought he was. Well, you don't know him. So you have to really give things time to play out. I don't rush to the sex. And the sex is very important to me. I mean, a lot of people are like, I can't believe you 57. I'll be 57 in January. But that's a very important part of a relationship.
Right.
But to me, when I first meet you, it's so many other things I want to know about you, because it doesn't matter how you break it off. If you broke, bust a can of biscuits and all that, I'm not even going to do that with you. So you got to just prioritize what's important to you, and let that be non-negotiable.
Gotcha. What you were
Yeah.
saying, Jim?
I like what she said about the business thing. I do believe that relationship should be like a business. Me myself, no, I think that everybody should have a probation period. I guess you should do 3 months. If you're not what you're supposed to be in those 3 months, I think you should just go ahead and give them the pink slip. I mean, why waste your time? You know, you already know that we're not gonna vibe on no level. Why even waste your time? Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really don't understand that. But again, like I feel like you don't truly know a person. It's gonna take you more than a year. It'll take you forever. You're really not gonna ever know anything about this person in whatever time frame that you have set in your head. But the character does show a lot quicker than a year. You know what I mean? I mean, your first couple of days, no, you may not see it. But I think between when you first meet, your 3 months, something about that person is gonna come out. You know what I mean? Um, I've learned that I care about myself now.
Mm-hmm.
I care about like I love me enough to say, nah, this shit ain't working for me. Back off. You know. And at the end of the day, I really don't care how you feel. Because if you told me that you are this hopeless romantic, you love to do this and that, and as soon as you fall off, you do that, well, that's not the person that you are. And I think that women should stop telling men about what their last relationships were like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they try to be what the last person wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only for a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
I think for some people, how women is that they always have a plan, especially when you're online dating. You really don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
You know, um, I mean, I'm as honest as I can be. Honest, I can be with everybody. You know, I mean, shit. I mean, I will fight you. I mean, I have a color restriction, and I really don't like to fight. If I'm driving, so I have very my attention span is short. There's just certain things that I'm just not gonna put up with, and if you show that, then I'm not gonna stay. I will block you tomorrow.
You know what I think though? one thing. It's how can I put this? I'm thinking about myself, and you could spend 20 years with somebody, you could spend 25 years, whatever. You're not gonna never really get to know a person. Like you'll never know because people change all the time. What I'm saying
It's
is like
true.
I'm not in the same place as I was last year. Like if you would have asked me, do you think I would be as strong as I am now? I would have told you no. So that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna never really get to know like a person like that. So that's where prayer come in. You really just gotta pray and you just gotta trust. And that's why I say I know I need to do more praying because of again, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I'm sorry.
Well, I would love to meet someone that don't have a young uncle.
I couldn't say what she said.
I would, I would. But my
She
patience, the way my patience is set up, I don't
she
think
said she wish she do we have a young uncle or something?
I would love to meet someone, but it's got to be right. It has to be right. You
It
know.
does. It really does. Like a lot of situations are not right, like it just it's scary. It gets scary sometimes when you dealing with online dating because you hear so many horror stories. Like the girl set some guys up in a hotel and they killed the guys. Like two girls killed the guys. So it's horrible. So when you online date, you have to play it's safe, very safe. You can't put all, and another thing is you can't put all your cards on the table. You can't tell them exactly where you live at because you don't know if they're gonna stop you or what's gonna happen. So it's just a
You can't tell them none of that in person. You can't tell them none of that information in person. Because, especially if it's not open. That's the same thing with texting. You can't tell them that in person.
right. So you
Yeah.
know, so before we end, what do you guys have any suggestion on online dating, the do's and the don'ts that we should ask if somebody's out there looking at this? What the do's and the don'ts you have suggestion for them? Who want to go first?
I'll go first and I'm gonna say this. That was something gentleman had told me a while back that I felt that was so important. That's why she's so important in my life. She told me, you need to take the time to figure out what it is that you want. I don't know if you remember when she told me that.
She have herself on mute, so
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
She told me that before, and I really had, and that's when I thought, okay, hey, I really don't want to be bothered. And the reason why I keep saying I don't want to be bothered because I expect me from other people, and when I don't get that, it's disappointing. Meaning,
right,
like, if you tell me you sick or something like that, you hungry or whatever, you want something to eat and stuff like that. I feel like I look out for way more than what they look out for me, and then excuse my language, nigga, you just gave a plate to. Could you could see him with a plate and he won't even ask, well, do you want
hmm
to eat or something like that. So I feel like I'm tired of being
giving more.
hard, being empathetic and stuff like that. And it says I just don't get it. So I rather give what I give to people to myself right now, then I'm just gonna keep praying.
Right, gotcha. That's fair. Miss Lee, what
That's
you have?
Well,
Delay.
I would just say that as far as the don'ts, the number one don't for me is when they ask me what am I looking for, I tell them that I'm looking for someone who's healthy in body, mind, spirit, and finances. And that looks different for everyone. And that's it. That's all I tell them. I don't give them any examples because you're not getting ready to, mold yourself into what I tell you.
Right,
Yeah.
So I think you have to just figure out something very generic, and that's what you tell them. And then as you get to know them, if you mesh, with that person or
Mm.
right,
not. And I would say as far as the dudes, you just have to be open because everybody's not a stalker, serial killer, crazy. But you definitely have to be open. But I love what Keisha said because if you don't know yourself, know what you're looking for, you on a long journey to disappointment because nobody can answer that because you're not even comfortable with yourself.
right.
And so I think that, just really being making sure that you take care of you and you know what is important to you before you ever go down that road. And do expect that no matter how phenomenal your last relationship was or whatever happened, your dynamic is very different. So it could be a great person. You have to be open to creating what that dynamic is going to look like with a new person and not trying to recreate something that was good with somebody from the past.
Gotcha.
That's
Jen,
all I have.
Jen, any final words?
I just kind of think that you need to stop looking for imaginary people. That's just in let nobody else. You know, and before you go and you look for love, I think you should love yourself. You should love yourself so much where you will marry yourself.
Gotcha.
And that you know realistically what values you hold dear to you in a relationship. And you have to understand that that's something that you really want, you know. And going into it, you have to make sure that y'all are on the same page. You both want the same thing, you know. Um, I have had one a relationship, and that's not um. So because you know, I'm happy I met you with my own means.
Right.
Um, and it's not so much about just I don't like I said I don't need to be bonded with him.
Right.
I mean it took me a long time to get used to, and I like it. And I really think that if you're out there and you're looking for someone, you really need to think whatever it is that you have in your life, are you really willing to give that up for somebody who is chaotic? Because if you have chaos in somebody else's life, that comes into your life.
Right. Bringing chaos.
And so, if you're going to online date, just even in the little profile thing, it says, "Is are you looking for a serious relationship? Or are you just looking for a friend?" I'm like, well, it takes zero to be honest. You know, I think you should just wonder and try to be as honest with the person that you're with.
Gotcha. I think for me, I think just being honest and as the woman just knowing what you want and what you not going to accept at the end of the day. And if that person, even if the looks is what you're looking for, make sure they have good qualities. Make sure they're, equally yoked with you, or look at it as a business is, like Miss Lee said. But just be honest with yourself, and that's basically all you can do online. And I know with online it could be difficult, but it's about being honest at the end of the day. So I want to thank all you ladies from coming on, having this chat with me about this online situation, because I know they have people out there that's doing it, and they could get frustrated, or they, maybe experience some things, and we share what we was experiencing, and maybe people that might be starting dating online. But just about being, just mainly being safe and being honest. And as a woman, just say what you want and mean that. Don't change, don't make no adjustments, don't try to force a situation that you know is not working for you. So thanks for tuning in to the journey of love and relationship. I'm your girl, Author Erica. Have a happy evening. And I want to thank all my ladies for stopping in today and having this talk with me. Good night.
Thank you.